A very warm good evening to everyone. This is Tokir Fatima from Ideal Institute of Academic and Research Advancement. I'm feeling extremely privileged to welcome you all on this final day of our 1 week national level hands-on FDP on document preparation using latex with AI, plagiarism checking, and reference management using Zotero. We are delighted to once again have with us our esteemed resource person, Dr. Neelam Chavan, ma'am. In yesterday's session, ma'am gave us a comprehensive understanding of plagiarism and ethical research practices, providing us with a valuable insight and practical tips to maintain academic integrity in our research work. Today, we look forward to another highly informative session as ma'am will guide us on reference management using Zotero, a crucial tool for organizing and managing references efficiently in our academic writing. Ma'am's expertise will help us to simplify the often challenging task of citation management very easily. On the behalf of all the participants and organizing team, I would like to extend a warm welcome to Neelam Chavan, ma'am. Over to you, ma'am.
Thanks, thanks, Dr. Fatima. So now today we are starting with another session on reference management tool, learning reference management tool called Zotero. So it should also be the insightful session for you all. And in the beginning only, I thank IIRA Foundation at this Ideal Institute of Academic and Research Advancement and Fatima Madam for giving this opportunity uh, for taking this session to you. And thanks to you all participants who are listening very patiently. And I could say you are engaging yourself throughout the session because whenever I ask few queries or few questions, you actually uh, answer it very instantly. And then through your question answer sessions, I could get that you are engaging yourself throughout the session. So thanks for that. And I believe this session also should be fruitful for you people. So this is what is very close to the heart of any librarian. Today's topic, that is reference management and learning automated reference management tool through automated software called Zotero would be of very enjoyable thing for you, or otherwise writing references in particular style used to be cumbersome when we used to do it in writing way. So automatically here you will be getting references, bibliography for your thesis, for your research article. And today's session will guide you about that. Not only that, some basic understanding of what is citation, what are the styles, and what are many things which we need to know about this referencing. So I'll tell you about that also. And I'll give you each and every type of material, how uh, it has to be reference. I mean, how it has to be taken care while giving reference in particular style. So that guidance also through Zotero, I will give you. Okay, so with this introduction, I'll share my presentation with you all. So we are starting with PPT first. Yes. So the Zotero reference management tool. So in the beginning, let us understand why we need this ready-made tool and how it is more relevant in this ICT era. The first picture you could see piles of books or piles of information on each other. So that is exponential, that is actually symbolic representation of exponential growth of academic research publications. In ICT era, we get it in many forms, which leads to citation. You need to cite a particular, you are getting ample amount of resources. So while doing your research or while writing your research, you need to give, as I told in yesterday's session, to curb plagiarism or to get insightfulness into the topic of research, we need to refer to previous articles. So we need to give proper citation to all of them, to all the referred articles. So citation means a reference to a published or unpublished source, not always the original source. So what is unpublished, like thesis, dissertation, preprints, as we actually discussed yesterday. So all these are unpublished sources. So we need to give proper acknowledgement to all the sources which we are referring, whether they are published, unpublished, in form of citation. Then with so many citations in internet era, citation management is a need. So it is to retrieve information such as citation for books, articles, websites by interfacing with library databases and organize these references in particular style for in your research work. That is the most important, writing bibliography in some style. You cannot write citation haphazardly the way you are referring. There has to be some style you need to understand, or some style you need to go through, or some style which you need to refer to while you are writing your citation. So that is being called citation management. And while referring n number of articles, you need to give citation for books, articles, chapters, website, etc. etc. And there are ready-made citation analysis tool or citation management tools, not analysis, management tools allow a user to organize and retrieve information. So it actually, we can retrieve information using those citation tools, such as citation for books, articles, and websites, and by interfacing with library databases. So it allows user to organize, retrieve information such as citation for books, articles, website by interfacing with library databases, not only library databases, any like YouTube video. Yesterday we referred for YouTube video. So even internet resources you can organize or you can manage using this citation tools. I'll show you how. The citation manager then works with word processing software, that is like MS Word. We frequently write our articles, write our thesis, or we do our writing in MS Word format, basically. To insert properly formatted footnotes and citation into the paper or in thesis and create a proper formatted bibliography at the end. So this is with this concept, this is the basic of this citation thing, citation management tools. So with this conceptual framework, now we'll go further to understand why to cite. As we learned yesterday, to avoid scientific misconduct, to avoid plagiarism, to have proper research ethics, respect the people who did research before, respect academics, respect research, have proper transparency, accountability, we need to cite. Then to show editor the use of scholarly content, which is not just the web page material. Then to show professionalism, we cite, discuss and support the results of earlier studies done by authors. The crucial point of citation, crucial base of citation, I'll say. It is concerned with diversity and depth of sources used. One of the criteria for acceptance of article means if you write article in unprofessional way without giving literature search part in that and writing haphazardly about your research, it won't get accepted by referred publications or reputed publications. So it is one of the criteria to write the good article, to write the good research. You need to cite future references to readers it gives, and it is needed in creation of H index. So these are the basis for which we cite. Basically, in research to keep accountability and for getting transparency in research, we need to cite the references and give due importance, respect for other people who did research before. Then the plagiarism part is already we have done yesterday, so it is a form of academic misconduct, academic dishonesty according to code, as we learned. It includes use of intellectual material produced by another person without acknowledging its source. That means plagiarism and citation goes hands in hands. Means if we don't cite, it leads to plagiarism. And if plagiarism is there, when no citations are there in the article or in research. So plagiarism is serious violation of academic and student conduct rules and is punishable with a failing grade and possibly, as we have seen all those actions, severe actions. 10%, if you remember the degrees in that act itself, UGC regulation itself, UGC regulation 2018 of plagiarism. It also says the punishable act, and we should avoid that. So enough discussion has been done in the last session. So now what to cite? Each and everything you can cite in this internet era. As is been given, original work published by author or creator, like when it is video creation in YouTube. So if it is original work and if it is published by author creator, then ideas of author, quotes from the author, illustrations, models, graphs, pictures, datasets, etc. All the things. I'll tell you the brief, what you can say, index or bibliography of the material which you can cite, like from this means of types, research article, book chapters. It depends, Otero. I'll tell you where it is. So everything in internet age or everything that is available in internet in original form, when it is YouTube video originally created by some creator and original music, original video, you can track that and you can do citation of all those things whenever it is required in your research. So keep this background in mind. And now, how to cite? How to cite? The form of citations generally subscribe to one of the generally accepted citation styles, citation systems such as Oxford, Harvard, Vernacular, Modern Language Association, that is a Malay format, the Chicago Manuals of Style, the American Sociological Association, ASA, and the commonly used style, that is for chemical American Chemical Society, and the last one, which is being mostly used for our thesis, that is American Psychological Association, APA, 7th edition, is being used for writing thesis references. At least if we concern with our Indian universities, mostly we follow APA style. There are few excuses by subject and by other things, but mostly we follow APA style. And other citation systems, they are mostly called styles. These are all citation styles. This is how you should write citation. Now query will come in your mind, what she is talking, how this Oxford will give citation, how this Harvard will give citation. So to answer your query, if you just Google in Oxford style for book chapter or Oxford citation style for research article, it will automatically give you with examples the way you need to write the citation or reference in that particular style. Even if you want to know about APA 7th edition, it will give you with example in when you Google it out. It is that simple in this era. That's why research is very simple in your age. And with AI things, it is the best to do. I mean, it is very, very easy to do. So take advantage, but only thing, don't plagiarize, don't copy paste blindly from all the sites. Take your notes, or use your ideas, use your ideologies, or what you will say, use your own concepts, and then understand the subject, and then build on your things and do research. So these are this is about styles. Then what to follow? So subject wise, the bifurcation of various such styles which are being used in various subjects is being given in this particular website, or sorry, in this particular slide. Education, psychology, and sciences thesis mostly use APA style. In humanities, MLA is being used. Life sciences, physical sciences, mathematical sciences, mathematics basically uses Council of Science Editors, CSE style. Business, history, and fine arts, Chicago style is being used. And engineering uses IEEE style. So now I'm just giving you, for your reference, giving you one example how APA style sample I'm giving you of one of the references. So how it has to write, how you can write in APA style. So first author comes, author surname followed by comma, first name's initials, dot, and in bracket year in which this particular article or this particular book chapter or whichever research content you are taking is being published. So that year will come. Then comes the title of that article. In this case, it is the New Beginnings Program, a retention program for junior faculty of color, and then the publication in which it is being published. In this case, it is being, this particular article in 2001 is being published in the journal title Journal of Library Administration, comma, then it is giving you volume issue information. See, this is periodical. Research is always publishes in publication called periodical or journal, which are having some fixed frequency. So it is having some fixed issues and volume. So it is 33 volume, issue 1 and 2, in which this particular article is being published. and the pages on which this article is there in that particular issue. So between 21 to 30, you can refer to this article in this particular issue. So this is about APA style. See the alignment part also. The alignment for author, it is on left hand side, and then there are few gaps for below sections, and you could see is a little bit okay. So while writing the reference. So to know the citation contents depends on type of source and its access. It may include. So citation contents means forms. As I told you, citation can be anything. Even YouTube video you can cite, and when you are citing that, it is without plagiarism. You are doing your work. And even when you are taking reference from YouTube and you are not giving proper citation for that, automatically the plagiarized part will tell you that you have referred to YouTube and you have taken some video from that. So be cautious, be very serious about giving references, and referencing is very important in this era because we are living in ICT era. It has its pros and cons, or it has its all the sides are there. So if you blindly copy anything from internet, but by beauty of internet, there are softwares who will track you, and then your work will go on toss. So don't do that. So it is giving you citation content for journal articles, website, book chapters, newspapers. So what are things to track? So in our library science language, we call it access points. So these are the citation content. Basically the author, title, the journal title, date of publication is the important part in citation, and the page numbers. So that thing will go see. And when we refer to website, the creator, the website name, the URL, that means, and the date on which the website is being accessed, all those things are important when in your research, in your thesis. Then now, when we are learning of Zotero or any software, any reference file, be it with Zotero, be it Mendeley, be it EndNote, be it any paid or unpaid or free, open or subscribe source, all these knowing identifiers is very important. The first one of it is ISBN, which is there for book, International Standard Book Number. Same way ISSN also will be there for journal, that is serial number. And then SICI, that is specific volumes, articles and other identifiable parts of a periodical, may have an associated serial item and contribution identifier. Then comes the third identifier, which is there for digital object, that is being called DOI, that is electronic documents or digital documents may have a digital object identifier. What is this digital object identifier? It is actually the unique ID for that digital document. That is how you can track that document, or you can search that document on internet using this DOI. So many times I'm librarian, but here as a friend I'm giving you advice, not as being librarian. The Sci-Hub, and when many researchers tell us that we use Sci-Hub. Sci-Hub is not actually the standard source to refer, or it is not the legal source to refer to, but it actually works with this DOI thing. If you put DOI of the article, the whichever article in whichever paid source it is being published, you will get reference of that full text well in that sci-hub thing. Then PMID, that is those who are working with life sciences, medical sciences, biology, and life sciences, they need research articles. So biomedical research articles which are found in PubMed have, means PubMed database, have that PubMed identifier which is being called PMID. So all these identifiers are very, very important to know, because through which, if you know about them, directly you can save them, or directly you can put it in the in Zotero or in any other software, and directly you can save that document in your reference management software tool. Okay, so that is why knowing identifiers, unique identifiers, is very, very important. So I'm just giving you examples. So upper side you could see the ISBN book on which are on the, at the end of the book, and in the, in backside of the book, somewhere below, in below section, you could see this ISBN number of 13 digit or 10 digit, and whatever is there in round, red round. So you could see this DOI. Basically, it is website only, but it is in numerous. So it is, DOI is being given through doi.org website. So it is in numbers. So it is there for each and every document on internet. So for research articles also we are having, or this journal publishers are giving DOI, or it will automatically be assigned to them, to each article. So that is how, this is how we could see DOI once we open that article link. Okay, so DOI is very, very important to know. Now there are two types of citation: in-text citation and giving bibliography or references at the end. So what is mean by in-text citation? In-text citation include in an in-text citation when you refer to, summarize, paraphrase, or quote from another source. So when you are writing research article, you are giving one section, or in your thesis also you are having chapter as literature search. So where actually you, when you are quoting that author, or actually when you are summarizing the result of previous study, when you are paraphrasing that article in your own words, you are quoting other person, like he estimated, he summarized, he analyzed, he quoted. When you, he or she, maybe that author or any other or researcher quoted, when we say like that, that means you are giving that in-text citation. So it is coming in your article or in your thesis. That is why it is being called in-text citation. And for every in-text citation in your paper, there must be the corresponding entry in the reference list at the end. In your bibliography, you should have references of all these authors you are putting in your text. Okay, in all the authors you are giving in, for which you are giving citations in your text. Suppose I am saying, suppose I am doing study on marketing and Henry Fayol. I am putting Henry Fayol, or I am putting Peter Drucker. Peter Drucker defined marketing is so and so, and I am not giving his reference at the end. That means my research will go for toss. for each in-text citation, you should have bibliography or you should have reference in your bibliography at the end. APA in-text citation style uses author's last name and year, as I told you. So this is various styles have various, in various styles, there are styles in which in-text citation is being written in unique way. So for APA style, on screen you could see example in APA how the in-text citation to write. So that each and every style has its own format. So you need to understand that, or you don't need to, because now you are having reference management tool. It will only take care of that part. Okay. So that is the beauty of knowing reference management tool, like Zotero. So now I'll give you example paragraph with in-text citation. So here I am from education, I think this para, or from linguistic this para maybe. I'll just read it out. See, the upper part is there in the text, I mean in the article. A few researchers in the linguistic field have developed training programs designed to improve native speakers' ability to understand accented speech. So who? This is in bracket the Darwin, Rossiter and Munro 2002 and Thomas 2004. So they did. The few researchers, who are these researchers? They are there in the bracket. So that is being called in-text citation in APA style. The training techniques are based on the research described above, indicating that the comprehension improves with exposure to non-native speech. Then Darwin et al. 2002 conducted their training with students preparing to be social workers, but note that other professionals who work with non-native speakers could benefit from a similar program. So this another reference of this et al. Darwin et al. Is being given, and below they are already quoting those references. You could see that. Okay. So this is how you should, or the first reference is the same reference only, where the two things are being mentioned, and the Thomas one is giving the first thing. So this is how the references are mentioned, and the in-text citation is given in the beginning in literature search part. So
Ma'am,
this is how. Yes.
Ma'am, I have a question regarding this. Ma'am, in a single para, if the
Yes.
Darwin, Rossiter and Munro 2002, the first citation which you showed, that is the in-text citation, that is the narrative citation, right?
Yes.
And the second one, that is the parenthetical citation. So, ma'am, my question is, can I use both the types in the same para using two different authors maybe there? And I can use both the types in this in-text citation,
No,
both the
it is
narrative
one
and...
type only. It is one type only. But in the first one, the two authors are, two researchers are claiming the same thing. That's why it has come in para together. And it is the two things have been bifurcated. If you could see, the columns is there. By that column, they have bifurcated. This particular researchers have bifurcated this one. And in second one, since it is only one, it is mentioning about the that one, this one. Okay, a type.
Okay, ma'am. So, ma'am,
like that.
Okay, so if I find that one citation, I'm giving the in-text citation like Darwin, Rossiter.
It has to be in one style only.
Okay,
It
in
has
one
to
style
be
only.
style. Maybe for the sake of giving examples, the two things have been mentioned over here. Okay,
Okay, ma'am.
how you
Okay, ma'am.
should write that. But when you are following, see in your thesis, when you are writing your thesis, or when you are writing research article for some journal, they are clearly mentioning use this style. That means in-text citation also should be in that particular style. Okay. So
Okay,
here,
ma'am.
for the sake of giving examples, the things have been mentioned like that. But it may not be same like, it may not be the same when actual article is being, article has already been written by somebody. No, it won't be like that. Okay.
So, ma'am, either of the two styles, either it is
Either
narrative
of
or
the,
it is parenthetical,
yes. Either,
is to be followed.
yes. And in
Okay.
narrative and this one, I don't know, but actually, this MLA style or APA style, all those style you should follow. Okay. And
Okay,
in
ma'am.
APA, you could see my earlier, this one, in APA style, you are writing author's last name and the year of publication. You could see that field, comma, 2005. So this is how in APA style you should write. Okay. And
Okay.
another one that, so the first one is in APA and another one is some different style. Okay. So
Yes,
this
ma'am.
is how you should write. And then I'll go to next one. So this is how references, these are basically in APA style only. So this is how you should write the reference. Author's surname. And this is how you are writing your bibliography in Indian thesis. Most of the Indian thesis follow this style. So in this particular style of references, APA style only, you have to write this in text citation. So I think it will come the first one. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
So this is how you are writing your in-text citation and references. But you
Ma'am,
don't need to worry, as I'm telling you, you don't need to worry about all these things because automatically it will come when you are writing, when you are doing it through Zotero. Zotero will take care of all these parts. Maybe those who are using these softwares may not be having all these technicalities in mind, and we librarians also, once we start using all these all these softwares, we also forget about all these theories. Why? Because ready-made your software is giving you in-text citation and references. I will show you how. Okay. Yes. Any other question?
ma'am, I'm using Mendeley currently, and in
Yeah.
that case, whenever I'm inserting the files, whether it is in .ris or
Uh,
.bib, okay. So, ma'am,
uh,
whenever I'm suppose I'm getting a online newspaper like the Hindu or like that of Telegraph or like
yes.
Statesman, like that. So, ma'am,
Uh,
which particular category I should choose in Mendeley? Is it newspaper article or it's
yes.
generic?
No, it is newspaper article. No? There
It's
would be
newspaper
some that
article.
I will tell you in Zotero also you are having various categories of citations. So I'll tell
Okay.
you how you have to use it. But in
Okay.
Mendeley, we should not use Mendeley now because earlier they used to have all the things free, but now it is going in that premium mode, and
Okay.
they actually, I don't know whether you are subscribing it or
No,
you are
ma'am, I
doing.
have already, I actually installed it, the Mendeley desktops. I installed it 5, 7 months back. So I have
Okay.
not installed any other software. I'm using that only.
Okay, if you are comfortable with that, that is not a question. But many things which used to be free in Mendeley,
Okay.
now they have started taking charge for that elsewhere. So
Okay.
we ask people, and Zotero is comparatively easy than Mendeley. So
Okay.
use Zotero if none of you, some of you would have started with Mendeley, that is okay. But Zotero also very easy to learn and very easy to operate with. And it is also giving you same results as they are there in Mendeley. And it is, both of them are open source software. So you can use, it's your choice. But for this particular session, I am taking session on Zotero. So as you could see on in slide, there are various citation management or reference management tools, automated softwares. So which are they? EndNote is there, Thomas Reuters is there, then Mendeley is there, EasyBip is there, Citav is there. So many of them are, not many, all of them are in paid field, including Mendeley. Many features of Mendeley are in paid thing. Whereas still today, Zotero is giving you all features in free format. So it is the open source software at present. And so we are learning Zotero today. Which citation tool is best? So let us check out. So this is the, as madam is saying, I am using Mendeley. Many of you would be having question in mind. Now, what should we go for? Today we are learning Zotero. So whether we should use that only or we should go for Mendeley. So it's your choice. Use this link. There is comparative analysis has been given in this, how to track tools and tricks and tips for various citation tools. Okay, managing citations and citation softwares, their comparison, and compare and choose. So you yourself can compare and you can choose that. Okay, it's your choice. So we will not go in detail because the link is there in front of you. You yourself judge that. Whichever software you are comfortable with, you can use. Okay. So now coming to Zotero. Today's thing is on Zotero. So I will practically tell you how to use Zotero. So it is a product from the Center for History and New Media of George Mason University, GMU. So it is bibliographic management, reference management tool. It is free and open source software. It works within your Firefox, Chrome, Safari browser. With any browser, it will work. Then, notable features of Zotero. So it is web browser integration, online syncing, online groups. See, same way, Mendeley Zotero, nowadays, they are not just reference management softwares, but you can be part of some research team. You can do your online research. You are getting track articles, like they are research networks. They can be called research network nowadays. Then create bibliographies, the basic thing of this reference management. Integration with word processor, because you need to get your bibliographies automatically. Generation of in-text citation, and then bibliography, and help to collect. So that is the main purpose, help to collect, manage, and cite. So this is how Zotero is crucial part in any researcher's life, research life. Or when thesis you are working on, it is very, very important to know about this ready-made softwares. How to get started. Now, I'll practically show you how to get started, okay? But we'll just go through these steps. So you need to download Zotero software from plugin from http www.zotero.org. Once you download that, I'll show you practically in video form also, because the same video is being created by me and my friend on Zotero. So that will be useful for you to understand how we can download, how we can install, how we can work in that. Then the second step is Zotero. See, there are three things you need to do when you are doing installation. First thing is you need to download Zotero plugin, that is Zotero application, okay, through running exe. The second thing is you need to do Zotero word processor plugin. You need to add Zotero word processor plugin in your MS Word, and by default it gets downloaded in your Word or it gets added in your Word as a separate menu. If it is not being done, then you need to, I'll show you how you can go for. And the third and the most important thing, you need to add Zotero connector. So Zotero connector, that is actually Zotero browser connector you need to add references in Zotero. So these are the three things you need to do in the beginning. So how to add this word plugin when it is not being added automatically. So these are the steps at the end. Open Zotero standalone application, go to tool, go to preferences, site, and install Microsoft Add plugin. So this plugin will appear in reference tab of MS Word. So this is how this Zotero standalone, we can add this special plugin in references tab. Okay. Then this is the demo thing. I'll show you. The video part, I think you cannot listen to this sound, but I'll tell you what you need to do because this is my own video. So this is the brief video which we created to understand the Zotero, and this is, so we learn about the Zotero. It is free, easy to use tool to collect, organize, and cite and share your reference. So how to install? Go to Google Chrome browser, go to zotero.org. There is an option called Zotero. So here are two options, Zotero for Firefox, Zotero for Chrome, and Zotero standalone. So you need to download all these two. So exe file you need to download and you need to run that exe to get it installed in your desktop, in your mobile, in your computer.
Ma'am, would it clash if I download this Zotero and get it installed because I'm already having a Mendeley? Would it clash?
Yeah. No, it won't clash. You can add.
Okay,
See, Zotero connector is being added. Now application will look like this. See, three pens are there. Three columns are there. Column in left shows you collection. So it helps you to organize references in collection that can correspond to research projects. Central column shows the content of each collection, and the right column shows you bibliographic information about the selected item. Now I'll tell you how to add references in Zotero. So I'm doing one search in Google. You could see the references on the screen on that particular search. See, there is a web connector or Chrome connector. So you just need to click on that and automatically you could see the references which you can add. You could see references are being added in the middle column of the Zotero. Now she is taking another reference. With the same keyword, she is searching in another website. Even library catalog you can search. You can save books from library catalog in Zotero pane and in Zotero, that means, and you can create your bibliography automatically. The gray pop-up at the bottom is showing the references are being added in Zotero. See, the same you could see are being added in my library of Zotero. So here you can add new collection in my library on this project. Like colon classification is my today's project in this video. So I'm adding that collection in the library. And all previously added references I have dragged in this particular folder, in this particular colon classification collection. So like that, you can make chapters for your thesis. Suppose it is introduction chapter, the references which you are using in that or you are referring in that introduction for this introduction, writing introduction, you can save in introduction chapter or in chapter 1, like that. So you can create all chapters for your thesis. See, this is ready-made citation. How you can import ready-made citation in Zotero. So for this particular search on colon classification, 1,000 results are there. So if you could see first result, there is option called cite over there. I just need to click on that. So it will tell me the export thing. So click on export. You can choose the appropriate export to Mendeley, Zotero. It will give you like that. So just click on that and successfully that file is being imported in Zotero. So you could see this imported thing as exports in Zotero. You could see that. Let that open gets open. So now it is new collection in Zotero. So export. Yes. So ready-made imported citation is there in that export thing. Now identifiers, unique identifiers I showed you. So you just need to click on that symbol and you just need to type in DOI ISBN. So automatically you can add. Now I'll tell you how to add in-text citation and bibliography in your thesis or in your thesis chapters. So this is how in-text citation you can add in Zotero. Now this is APA style. So this is how at the end you can add in that paragraph, you can add in-text citation. Go to classic view. I'll select another one for which the references I need to give. So this is how in-text citation can be added in your text, in your article, or in your thesis chapter. Now for same in-text citation, I can insert bibliography or references at the end. So how to do that? See, I just need to click on insert bibliography. There is an option over there. There is alternative way of inserting bibliography. Go to this Zotero application, select all references and right click and create bibliography from item. So then it will ask you for format. So select that format. So this is another way of inserting bibliography. So here are the tips. So the three tips basically I am giving. The first one, your Zotero application. See this application. I'll show you. This particular application should be open in background when you are working with Zotero. So the Zotero application open in the background. So this is the important tip. Your Zotero application should be open. Okay, then only you can. So this is about the video. Thank you. And now I'll practically show you how to work in Zotero. Okay. So demo we are through. So now we'll go to this website, http://zotero.org. It is very simple. Go to Zotero download. See, this is the window. So here you need to download. Okay. Or go to zotero.org. From the beginning, I'll tell. So this is the beginning window. So something like this will come when you are downloading. So click on download. I'm clicking on download. These are very, very important tips of installation. Again, I am repeating. Here it will tell you Zotero 7 for Windows. Yes. Now this particular desktop, laptop, I am having Windows as operating system. So I am downloading it for Windows. See, automatically the exe is getting downloaded. So what you need to do, you need to run this exe. Once the download is finished, let it get download. Please see all these things very impatient, very seriously. See, this is being downloaded. Now, you need to install this. It is extracting from the exe once I click, and now it is asking me Zotero installer. So when I say yes, and then I have already downloaded it in this particular desktop. So it is saying it is being already downloaded. Otherwise, you have to do next. Take standard operation or standard version, and then you can download Zotero for your Windows. So this particular application, see this application will get downloaded in your desktop, laptop, in whichever, or even in mobile you can download. Okay, so Zotero for mobile is also there. So you need download the way you want to. Okay, and for other versions, like those who are not using Windows, for them also other versions are available. So then the second step of download. First step is download Zotero application, Zotero 7 for Windows. The second step is download Zotero connector. You just need to click on this install Chrome connector. As at present, I am working with Chrome. Since I have already added it, it is not giving me this option. Since see, this is the Zotero connector. So you could see this. This is the Zotero connector. So as an extension, you could see this connector. Okay, and how will you use that? I'll tell you practically. Okay, so this is the second. Now it is already being there. It is asking me whether you want to remove it. I don't want to remove it. Okay, so in your case, if you are installing it first, it will save add to. Okay, so just click on that. It will ask you whether you want to add it as an extension. Say yes. Okay, and this particular extension will be will be here. And many times what is happening, now I have pinned it. Okay, so see, it would be something like this. Now it is not showing me. So some many times it is unpinned thing which is coming first. So you need to pin it to your browser. Okay, so then you could see this folder kind of thing in your desktop or in your browser. So that means you have successfully downloaded Zotero connector in your browser. And third thing is getting Zotero in your MS Word. So it will come as separate menu. Okay, here it is giving me Zotero as a separate menu, and here it is giving me options of add, edit, citation. It is giving me all these various styles, and it is giving me option of in-text citation as well as adding bibliography at the end. Okay, so these two options you could see. I'll tell you now how to get work into this Zotero thing. So what I will do, see, there are various websites. Now here I need help of all you people. Is there any query in the chat box? I'll just check it. Yes, you can cite YouTube and Facebook material. I'll show you how you can cite. Okay. Is there any other query? Research scholar. Okay. No. So I'll show you. I'll practically show you how. Now I have started. Now Vipul, madam or sir, Vipul, can you listen me?
Yes, ma'am, we are listening.
Yeah. So can you tell me any keyword for which you want to search? In Google Scholar, I'll start. The first source, which is the popular source, or Google, yes, it is Google Scholar, in which I'll start. Any particular keyword with which you want to search for articles? Tell me. Now my installation is over. Now I am showing you how to add references in Zotero.
Ma'am, women and taxes.
Huh?
Women and taxes.
Tax, no?
Yeah, women and taxes.
Is it right?
Yes.
You could see, or should I make it
First
large?
WOMEN. Yeah, correct.
Yeah. Women and taxes. Suppose I want to search on that and I want PDF, okay, of articles. Indian woman it is.
Yeah,
I will make it specific.
yeah.
Indian woman and taxes. The first one only is there. The analysis of direct taxes in India, the feminist perspective. That is in Jester. Gender equality, taxation in India. What does the state do for Indian women? Again, gender taxes, and so many articles on this particular topics I could see in Google Scholar. Okay, now I already referred, or I know I'll refer to these articles for in my research. See, automatically now when you are doing search, automatically this folder is in yellow form, or it got highlighted. Okay, and my Zotero pane is open, or Zotero application is open in background. Okay, so what I need to do, simply I have to click on this yellow bar. I have clicked. Now it is asking me where you want to save. By default, it will go in that root folder called My Library. But you can save it. Suppose this madam, Madam, particularly if you are working in chapter 1, so you can add new collection. Suppose in your introduction chapter, you are referring these articles. So add as chapter 1. So this is in chapter 1 of your thesis. You are referring all these articles. So say create one. Now again go to this website. Go to this website. Now I don't want to add these references in chapter 1. It needs to get added in chapter 1. Okay. Now it will add in that, but automatically it will add in the chapter 1. So select that collection. Automatically filter collection. I'll say chapter 1. Yes, it starts saving in that. Okay. So I'll add references. First one I'm adding. What does the state do for Indian women? Women in politics. Evidence from Indian. I don't want that. Then I want to add this gender, taxes and revenue. So this 2, 3 and then gender equality and taxation. This might be useful for me. So I'm adding all these references in Zotero. Okay. So they have been added. Now I'll check. It has come in my library only.
Madam, sorry to interrupt you. Madam, I couldn't see the Zotero icon in browser. I can see
your
yes, I have downloaded, but I couldn't see in browser that icon. I can see in window.
Here you could see.
Yeah, yes. But
So
in
it is.
my laptop, it is not showing. I have downloaded Zotero.
You have downloaded Zotero. The second step you need to do, download Chrome connector. Okay.
Okay.
Chrome connector you need to download. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Let it be. I'll save it. See, it has been saved. An analysis of direct taxes in India. The gender. Okay. It is being done. What I will do. ये देखो ये आ गया मेरे पास ऑलरेडी ये देखो ये आपका ये आ गया एनालिसिस ऑफ डायरेक्ट टैक्सेस इन इंडिया इवन इफ you can add it, you can drag and you can save it in over here. Okay, at present I'm not working with mouse, so I'm not showing you. You can drag this article and you can save it in the another folder. Okay, you can do that. What I will do, I will this one. मैं ना पहले वाले रेफरेंसेस डिलीट करती हूँ ताकि आपको पता चले कि ये आ गया है तो कंफ्यूजन रहे. You can delete your references with this delete option. You can put it in trash. Okay, now nothing is there in my library. Again I'll see. Okay. और यहाँ से आप माई लाइब्रेरी से डिलीट करोगे तो बाकी सब कलेक्शन से भी वो ऑटोमेटिकली डिलीट हो जाएगी. See, there are 3 steps of installation. Again, I'll repeat. The first thing is you need to download the, again I'll show over here. Pardon me because I'll show it again to those people who haven't got it in first place. Yes, it is very difficult to understand it in the beginning, but once you understand it, it is very easy to operate. See, this is the opening window, okay? So first you need to click on download. This is the first step. What is the first step? On the left hand side, you are having Zotero 7 for Windows. So you need to download that first. So once you download it, see in downloads, you could see this exe file. You need to run this file. At present, I am not running because I have already downloaded it. Okay. So you need to run it. You need to install it. It will ask you for installation. So you need to do that. What is the second step? Next step, you need to add this connector, Zotero Chrome connector. Once you click on that, see on the right hand side, now it is showing me remove from Chrome. But when it is not being installed, it will show me add to Chrome or add to. So I just need to simply click on that. Then it will ask me whether you want to add it as extension. I'll say okay. Then your Chrome connector is being added in your browser. At present, I could see this folder is there. Many times you cannot see this extension because it is there in the extension part. It is not pinned. So you need to pin it. Okay. So once you see, now am I seeing now the extension? No. Then you need to click on extensions and pin that collection. Sorry, pin that extension. So the Zotero connector will get pinned to your browser. Now I started searching in Zotero. See, first source, which source I am using? Google Scholar. So Google Scholar, I search for Indian women and taxes. Automatically, once I search, this yellow thing gets highlighted. Yellow. It will automatically change to yellow box. So you need to click on that, and then the references which you want to choose, you need to choose and say OK. So it has automatically added to my library. I'll show you how. क्या हो गया इधर दो दिन say OK. Just a minute. Actually, these items I am selecting and I am adding in this one. Say OK. Right. आएगा. ये एक सोर्स से किया. Just a minute. I'll again open my Zotero pen. See how to open Zotero. Simply in your browser, click Zotero. See, it is there. So this Zotero pane gets added. Otherwise, should I show you from installation part? I'll delete this and I will install it again so that you'll get it. Because again I'll show you. See, first I'm downloading exe. So it is getting downloaded. It is extracting. I have to do add delete program. I don't know. No, it is giving me option install. See, like this, I need to install. Say next. See, I'm taking setup type as standard setup. I want Zotero standard setup. And then summary, ready to start installing Zotero. Up now it is installing. Say finish. Automatically this pane gets open.
अरे फोन का जल्दी से ऑन करो तो दे तो ऑन कर जल्दी मेरे छोटे 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 हो गया
And now I'll pin and I could see it. Okay. And then I'll go to this particular source. We'll see some other source. Okay. We'll see YouTube. Suppose this particular video of my Zotero, I want to add. What I will do, simply I'll say Zotero, Neelam, Veena. So this is the particular video which is being run. So here Zotero, see, this is being added to my e-library. I'll show you how it is. See. Maybe in that Google Scholar, there would be some problem. So the references didn't add. So here automatically you could see in Zotero, this video is being added as type video recording. Could you see on the right hand side? Automatically it track all access points. Automatically it track the title of that video, that is e-learning module by Neelam and Veena. And the
Please show
creator.
once again.
Yes.
Please show once again.
Yes, I'll show you. I'll show you. And the creator, that is director of that particular video. And the date on which it is being created, the time. Okay, running time at present means at which time you are running that video. That is very, very important when you are tracking research references. Okay, at what time you are referring the research article is very, very important. And access at, see, today's date has come, the URL has come, and the source video library catalog, it is showing YouTube. Okay, so this is how even you can add Facebook, YouTube references in Zotero. And you can add articles also. I'll just search for, now we'll see in this YouTube some references. I'll show you again how to add. Go to YouTube. Search for reference. Okay. I'll search for Indian. We'll do the same search, Indian women and taxes. Suppose I am getting few videos over here. The story of brisk tax. Okay. Suppose मुझे ये करना है, ये मुझे डालना है जोटेरो, तो मैं इसको चालू करूंगी और ये मैं डाल रही. ये शायद केरला का स्टोरी बता रहा है कि वहां पे वो कुछ अलग टैक्स था, अलग टाइप का इन एंशिएंट एज. मे बी आईकेएस का ये इम्पोर्टेंट कंटेंट हो सकता है. So it has automatically come over here. See, the second thing has automatically come in. Now it has come as web page. Okay, because it might be part of web page, this particular video, but all other things like title and other thing have been added. Okay, over here. So like this, it will automatically take things from YouTube or from any other source. Okay, just a minute. Now we'll go for some other source. We'll go for some open source publications. Okay. Why this is not, now I'll see this one also is going or not. Again, I'll go. Now it should take it. And analysis, the first one I am tracking. The second one I am taking in my folder. Third one I am taking and say okay. I think it is not happening at present, but automatically it should know it has happened. Automatically, see, it has directly come as a research article. The analysis of direct taxes in India, a feminist perspective. Okay. Then, what does the state do for Indian women? The second thing. Women in politics, evidence from Indian states. So the 3 articles from Google Scholar and 1 from YouTube has been added. This e-learning part I'll delete because that is not part of this Indian. So I can delete my reference anytime. Then from other source, other Emerald, suppose I search. I don't, JGet, you know, all of you know. JGet open कुछ है क्या देखते हैं. Open JGet is there. You know na JGet database. How many of you know about it?
Yes, ma'am, I know.
So open JGet कुछ नहीं. Yeah. So JGet is there and open JGet. Suppose no. It is not actually, it is paid thing. Even Enlist, those who are using Enlist, they can track references from Enlist and they can put it in Zotero. Library websites. Suppose I'll say this library OPAC. Tata Institute of Social Sciences. Suppose I am tracking its collection. And then I am searching for Indian women and taxes. So all databases, all OPACs all websites you can track and you can add whichever reference. So it is not being found in library catalog. How come? Surprising.
Ma'am, is it open source?
Yes, yes, it is open. It is open. Indian Woman, you could see the reference. I think on taxes, you need to search through books. Okay. Economics of Indian Woman, something like some title would be there, na book title. See, it has come. Indian Woman in Fiction in English. Indian Woman. So you need to search through subjects actually. Economics you need to take now in left, and then early years of Indian independence, woman perspective. Maybe in that you could see some content of taxes related to taxes. So what I will do, I'll click and I'll take that reference. I'll click on Zotero box and I'll take this early years, then Indian woman inner dialogue. Maybe that is having tax content, new economic policy and women. So आपका टैक्स का कंटेंट मिल रहा है इसमें. देन पर्सपेक्टिव ऑफ नहीं, ये नहीं होगा. देन स्टेटस ऑफ इंडियन वुमेन, ये सब मैं ले रही हूँ एज अ टॉपिक ऑफ रिसर्च और मैं ये सेव कर रही हूँ. ये देखो आ गया ये इधर, आ रहा है स्लोली स्लोली आएगा, स्लोली आएगा. तो इसमें पूरा ये सब आ जाएगा, आपको जो भी चाहिए वो आराम से करना आ जाएगा सर. यहाँ पे क्लिक करना है, ये लो इसमें. हाँ ये देखो आ गया, थोड़ा टाइम लगाएगा वो, पर आ जाएगा.
Ma'am, what comes under generic?
Generic, yes.
Ma'am, in Mendeley I found the category, in the type I found generic. What comes under, what the things actually comes under generic category?
Generics are, I don't know, I need to check it out because categories in the sense item types you are saying, na, book, articles.
Yes, ma'am, is it a journal article or a book section or a statute, or there comes a television recording or something like that, and there comes generic. And
yes,
another
because
one is,
they are not part of research. It is not
Okay.
research. It is general thing, na, about means many times we refer newspaper articles for doing our research, but many times they are not coming. See, this has come early years of independence. All references from this, third OPAC section has come. OPAC source has come. This OPAC, I meant to say. So, generic is basically general kind of thing. Newspaper articles or general knowledge source, India 25. So, that can be called generic. Okay.
ma'am, does
In what?
Ma'am, in intake citation, if I choose generic for that generic thing, in intake citation, would it come anonymous, anon, like that?
Yeah, because no author would be there now for that particular thing. So it will come as anonymous.
Anonymous.
So, see, you are referring to this Encyclopedia Britannica.
Okay, that will come under generic.
And for that, no single author would be there. It will come in the category author anonymous. Wikipedia. Wikipedia का author रहता है क्या? Because it is being contributed
Yes.
to n number of people. So, though Wikipedia is the source, I mean Wikipedia is
मैडम
the
ये
responsibility.
एक क्वेश्चन और है. ये आपने अभी ये सब पेपर्स लाइब्रेरी में लेकर आए हैं ना बाहर से, तो क्या ये पेपर्स को कंपेयर कर सकते हैं क्या कि इसका कौन से पेपर्स का एब्स्ट्रैक्ट कंपैरिजन या फिर बॉडी कंपैरिजन या वो भी ये रेफरेंस मैनेजमेंट?
yes, I got it. ये आपको सब करके ही इसमें डालना है. आपको पहले रीड करना होगा ना, आपके रिसर्च का क्या क्या अच्छा है, क्या क्या है, वो बुक रीड करना पड़ेगा, ये सब आर्टिकल्स रीड करने पड़ेंगे। और
नहीं,
वो
वो सही
करने
है, वो सही है, वो डाला। बट पहला पेपर दूसरा पेपर वो कंपेयर कर सकता है क्या, कि इसमें ज्यादा आर्टिकल है, इसमें कम सेक्शन है इसका? ये रेफरेंस
हाँ, वो
मैनेजमेंट में ऐसा
आप
होता है कि दूसरा कोई सॉफ्टवेयर लगता है उसको?
नहीं, उसके लिए अलग है। व्हाट यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट इज अनदर थिंग। ओके, वी कॉल इट bibliometrics. That is different thing. Here you are just citing references
ओके ओके।
and organizing your references, managing your references in for your research project, for your thesis, for your article. But in which source you are getting more articles or more relevant articles? It is the study of bibliometrics.
Ma'am,
Is
in bibliometrics, if I
yes.
want to do a bibliometric analysis, suppose of the three main chapters of my thesis, right? I have got number of citations in each of the three chapters where I have contributed. Those are my original chapters. That is for the thesis, except the introductory part and the study area, all that. I have got three very important chapters, which are the sole contribution of my own
Yes, that
thesis.
would be your research methodology,
Yeah,
data
ma'am.
analysis, and this third one is conclusion. Am I right?
Right. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
So the three chapters, if
Hmm.
I want to make the bibliometric analysis for individual one chapter, that is chapter 1, 2, and 3. These are the three main chapters. So, ma'am,
Now,
if I
bibliometric analysis is different thing. It won't work with the one thesis. See,
no,
like
actually, I
that.
found something. I want to just share what is that. I have got through something that is, I have searched a number of literatures regarding a topic. Suppose human mangrove interaction. Suppose if that is my chapter one. Suppose that is my chapter one. So, ma'am, under mangrove human mangrove interaction, there are n number of papers. That is, I've got 1,000 papers in on that. So
Yes.
in Dimension AI, I got the dimension file and I got it in VOS Viewer. So
Okay.
in VOS Viewer, I'm getting a very good a kind of
Content.
bubble kind of a analysis of which country has contributed so how many papers in that particular field. That is a kind of a
Yes.
bubble diagram. So my question
Yes.
is, where should I put that particular diagram in that single paper? Is it under the literature review or before the literature review? Where I should put it? I have
So it
generated the
will go.
diagram.
It will go in literature review only. No. It will go
Yes,
in literature review only because you are taking it from some source.
right.
So you have
I'm
to give
taking it
proper
from Dimension AI.
acknowledgement for that particular source. With proper acknowledgement, you can put it in your literature search. See, here are various item types over here. So which are they? Artwork, audio recording, bill, blog posts. Even blog posts can be added in Zotero. Book section, case, conference paper, data set, dictionary, entry, document. So all these generic things. For generic things, they have given particular types. Okay. Document, email, encyclopedia literature. So encyclopedic literature, film, forum, forum post also is there. So you can add forum post as a reference over here. So besides journal article, besides book section or book chapter, there are various item types in this particular reference management tool, Zotero. Okay. So you can add anything and from
Madam,
anywhere, but
madam,
you can have to add, yes.
madam, by typing DOI, can we access thesis in the Zotero?
You can
By
add thesis. I'll show you. You can add. I'll show you.
okay.
You just go to Shodh Ganga and you can add thesis over here. No issue in that. So the type thesis is also there. Okay, in this item types. Suppose journal article, later magazine article. So now we'll go to this Shodh Ganga thing. As you said, I want to see, but here you can add chapters of that particular thesis. Shodh Ganga, sorry. So go to ETDs and you will get various Am I running ahead of my time? No, no. Because I have to show you bibliography also at the end. Show the Ganga. So here you can add thesis on Indian women and taxes. Okay. In Zotero. Because we are referring to thesis also while doing our research. Indian women and taxes. So I'm searching in Shodh Ganga for Indian women and taxes, and I'm getting few references. The study and impact of direct. So here through this handle you can add. See, this is the handle. Please use the handle to cite, link this item. So through this is the unique identifier for this thesis. So you go to Zotero. I think my Zotero pen got closed or what? You see Zotero? Yeah, it is there. So from here you can add unique identifier. ये जो दिख रहा है ना sword की तरह. So that is the option to enter ISBN, DOI, PMID and other unique IDs. Okay, and you can directly add document over here. So using, see, you can copy this and you can paste it over here because this is unique ID for this particular thesis and you can add it. Okay, an alternative way is to add through library. Okay, the study on impact, see, it is being added in Zotero. See, it has been added. Though it is saying journal article, we know it is not journal article. We can change it to thesis. Okay. Yes, you can. See. It has come as thesis. Could you see that? Is that your question which I answer correctly? Or is it some different thing you ask for?
No, madam. If we are copying by DOI, no,
Hello?
it is not coming. Madam? Hello? Hello?
Hello? That means it has to be DOI, no? I'll show you the DOI thing also. Just let me give some. I'll show you how to add through DOI. इससे नहीं हो रहा है?
Madam. If you are typing, then
देखते
only
पहले ये DOI है ये. हाँ? DOI के लिए otherwise I'll show you some other reference. I don't know whether this is DOI or I'll search for some article in open source like elsewhere or in some open source Emerald. I'm searching for articles. So here I'm giving Indian women and taxes. Yes, I can see that. See, this is the article, okay, which I got. The first one, determinant. So I want to add this in Zotero by identifier, DOI. See, this is the DOI. I need to copy this.
You can share your screen, but you will download the application.
Copy this and add here by DOI. So this word you need just need to click add DOI and let it search. So it will automatically get added over here. Could not find a record. Maybe I have not copied it correctly. I am not working with mouse at present, but you copy it from this particular this one. Just a minute. So you copy it and you just paste it. This particular thing. So automatically you will get article of that particular DOI. Same way you can, suppose I copy some ISBN. Number for ISBN number for any book. I'll say Who Moved My Cheese. So this is the ISBN number. Just copy it and paste it over here. Okay. I'll do that. Just a minute. 00918. Nine one eight 16971 918 16971. See, it has come. Who moved my cheese? Could you see that? Book is automatically being added using DOI. So this is how, by copy pasting also, I mean that DOI, you can do that. My mouse is not there attached to this particular laptop, so I cannot copy it, okay, with my cursor. So I have to type it. So DOI, I cannot type the whole thing. So I showed you ISBN. So this is how you can add references. Even in this particular database, where is Emerald? Is it there? I'll show you. Just Emerald Insight, or suppose I search core database. Open access. Oh. And in core, I'll show you, or should I show you that another thing, how you can export citation. There is a button called cite in the article. So if you click on that, automatically reference will get added over here as exported collection. Okay. I'll just check whether I can do that. And at the end, you need to create in-text citation and bibliography with all these references. Okay. So you are saving it either in chapters 1, 2, 3 like that. Okay. And in my library, you could see the exhaustive list, the comprehensive list. Okay. And the bibliography you can create in 2 ways. I'll show you how. And in-text citation also you can add in your Word document. I'll show you. Just a minute. So this is how you can see Indian women and taxation.
Can you just zoom in your camera? The one with the click on that. The one that
It's
is
not giving me results. This particular search.
click on remove.
No. It's not giving me.
You see print the preferences.
It's just browsing.
Print the preferences. Turn the second one on. Download
The research gate.
Madam, from
Turn that
this
on.
side we can get research
Now open
papers.
this one.
Research grid. Yes. From core, it is a database. You will get research papers. One of the best
Click on
databases
printer settings. The gray icon.
in open access. And DOAJ is there, directory of open access journals. That also you can use. So many open access resources are there.
Tell me the IP address that is mentioned over there.
Just a minute, huh? Anyway, it is not giving me at present, but you can add through the site option also. Okay, that is the another way of putting references in Zotero. So once you do it through n number of resources, n number of sources, n number of types, after that, what at the end you need to do, you are writing some proposal, some article or part of your thesis. Suppose I am writing on Indian women and taxes. My chapter I am getting it ready for my thesis. Indian women and taxes.
ECDI, the second one.
Just
And enter the IP address in the host name. Is 10 dot
Oh, I cannot copy this.
0.0.
I'm comfortable with the working with the mouse. So this is my chapter. Okay. So this is how I'm just copying haphazardly some text for showing you how to add in-text citation in your chapters or in your thesis or in your article. Suppose I'm writing some text and I at the end now I want to add one reference over here. Okay, what I need to do, I'll click over here. Then I'll take API style, API 7th edition, and I'll say okay. Then it will ask me which article you want to select. So selected item. So by default it is taking the first one. Okay, it has come. Okay, in that particular style. I'll take the another one. So I'll select the article. Suppose I want to add the third one. Okay. Like this, I'll select the article and I'll put it as in-text citation. You can change the style also the way you want, okay? And at the end, you can put bibliography. I'll show you how to do that. So another in-text citation. So add edit citation. I'll see classic view. It will give me all articles. Now the one which I want to. But while writing, what will happen, you know, the part you are writing, you will automatically put that part only in that particular thing. You don't need to go to classic view, okay? Now, at the end, I need to add bibliography or references.
MG 4500. Is VPN on right now?
Just a minute. I'll tell you how to do that. So I'll say add edit bibliography. See, automatically it has come. See, automatically bibliography is being added over here. Do you see that? It is in that particular style only.
Yes.
See, automatically it has been added.
Yes.
Alternative way of adding bibliography is, which I prefer, is selecting all these articles, right clicking it, one only, then create bibliography from items. I'll select the style, say OK, and add to clipboard. Say click on clipboard, copy to clipboard, and then say OK, and go to Word at that particular reference.
Unplug the printer from the end.
See, it is being added. So this is how you should add references at the end and make ready-made bibliography for the research you are doing using Zotero. So this is the practical, presentation of Zotero or practical exposure of Zotero. So like this, you'll get n number of videos in YouTube on using Zotero. So you can refer to any one of them, and then you can use Zotero for writing bibliography and in-text. Basically, the purpose of Zotero is writing bibliography and in-text citation. And always, the another tip is create your credential for using Zotero. If you could see this Zotero, I'll show you the Zotero. Where is that? Zotero.org. Okay. So in that, create your login.
Let's get the Smart application.
Just a minute. I'll show you. So there is an option of creating login. So you can sync the data in. If suppose I am working in office and I am working on same project in home, so I can sync my. There is an option of sync over here. See here, there is an option of sync. I can sync my this one data, and then I can use it from anywhere. So you can do that. So do syncing. It will ask you in installation stage only whether you want to sync in the beginning. That dialog box is coming over here. So click on that. So in all places you will see the same Zotero plane, and you can work in the same project from anywhere. You can add reference from anywhere in your Zotero. Okay. So create login for. So here there is an option of login. So create login for it. Okay. And this is document. Again, it will give you references also. This is the network website also. This Zotero is going towards. So this is addition to reference management. So it is better if you create login, you'll get references. You can add references in your network on your particular research. So these are the tips you should remember while using Zotero. And now do you have any another tips? Because I showed you how maximum things, and refer to the video. Okay, so many videos are there. Do you have any further questions? Yes. Because I should stop my presentation. Any further things you want to see in Zotero? Yes, PDF also you can add in. See, suppose my research is halfway. I have already worked for my research, like you people. Many of you would have saved the PDFs in your drives or in your folders. So you can add these PDFs. Again, I'll show you how to.
What is the what is the Wi-Fi name?
See, here you can add PDFs. See, here book you can add, book section you can add, PDFs also you can add. Okay, there is an option over here. Okay, export, import. So you can export libraries there. So, okay, you can export. Okay, PDFs you can add, and then ready-made PDFs can be added, and then you can work in that. You can search over here also for Indian woman and tax. So here it will give you web-based articles on Indian woman and tax, which also you can add over here. Yes, tell me.
Ma'am, in APA, in my work, actually in my research, I've conducted various focus group discussions and in-depth interviews. That is the IDIs and XGDs. So, ma'am, in APA, is it needed to cite the focus group discussions or the interviews, or I should write only the personal communications in in-text citation?
No, I'm not getting what you're saying. Again, you repeat your question.
Ma'am, actually, in my work is actually field based. I have since it's my subject is geography, so my work is field based, ma'am. So
Yes.
when I conducted the survey, I had number of respondents who answered to my questions, which was in Likert scale.
Okay.
So, ma'am, my question is, there were certain personal communications with some people, some government staffs, some of the people. So, should I cite those interviews as well in APA, or should I?
No. It is
Yeah.
your primary data collection.
Right, ma'am.
So it won't come in secondary cells. So what citing is giving citation to other person's research. This is your original research. So it will come in your data collection analysis part, not in citing part. Okay, you please get the difference.
Ma'am, the personal communications which I made, shouldn't I write their names, or shouldn't I refer to those people who actually gave the original interviews and original information?
No, actually, we don't disclose that. These are your samples, no? So you giving acknowledgement to all samples? You may tell from this area, from this institute, from this thing. I have that will come as your sample, sample and population.
Can personal communication be in text cited? In in-text citation, can I write just personal communication and the date of that particular interview?
No. In-text citation is for secondary sources. They are not for primary sources. Please remember. Am I confusing you? This is for giving references for other person's work. Referring other person's work, not your original work. You need to put in in-text citation. You are not citing your own things. You are mentioning as a data collection tool, as a data analysis tool. So don't, make it same. Okay, they are different things. I could see few questions over here. First, I'll go through. Yes.
How we will add that DOI, ma'am? You have tried, but it is not taking.
DOI is there now for each and every. Use open any database. There you could find that DOI. Do I need to
You
show
have
you?
shown one adding of the DOI, na?
DOI of
not
research
taking,
paper.
I have tried.
No, it will take. Okay. You just do it with your this one mouse.
Can you show it once, ma'am?
Just copy it. It is there in my video actually. I'll show you again that video. Rather than just searching for DOI. Just a minute.
Madam,
Hmm?
uh,
Yes.
we are doing a thesis, means we are doing all the research work. So it will take 2-3 years. So all the references will be stored safely in Zotero.
Yes, you're doing research. All the references, yeah, they will be there in Zotero.
Means for 2-3 years it will be safe.
Yes,
It will be
yes.
saved.
For forever years, you're working with Zotero. Create your own login. It will
Okay.
save forever.
Okay. ma'am.
अभी मैंने आपको मेरा ये अकाउंट नहीं दिखाया. मेरे को तो 12 साल हो गए मेरा रिसर्च चालू करके. पर मेरा पूरा चैप्टर वाइज सब है Zotero के इसमें.
Okay.
मतलब
We have to-
chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, forever it will remain in your Zotero. Unless
to
and
log
until your system get crashed, unless and until you are having formatting of your system. But then also, that's why I'm telling you, create your login and start using it so that it will remain, and then you can sync it from anywhere. Okay.
Okay.
Just a minute. I'll show how to add through DOI.
Yes, I can see that. Yes, ma'am.
Adding DOI is very simple. You just need to copy that whole DOI. Wherever they are mentioning DOI, you just need to copy that and you need to put in that
What you
window.
have shown, I have tried, I have UI, but it is showing some error, ma'am.
What error it is giving you? You would have copied it correctly, no?
No, whole thing I have copied.
Only numbers you copy and just see it.
From 10 dot, no, that also I have tried, ma'am. It's showing error.
No, it has to go in that way only, because then only
Not
otherwise
taking, ma'am. I have
you
tried.
otherwise you refer to this video. Here I have properly given with the same way, the way I am showing you now, same way I am giving you reference of DOI. Okay, how to add
Neelam,
through.
And one
Neelam
thing I
ma'am,
want to ask, ma'am,
Yes.
you have selected that standard one. Na? What is the difference between that standard and custom, ma'am?
Custom
For
means you
video.
can have more customary features that you only
Okay, means
try it
additional
out. Okay.
features.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
But I think with standard one also you can create your thesis. No issue in that. Most of us are using standard view only rather than
Okay.
using custom.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. And any
yes,
other question?
Yes, ma'am. Sometimes you see the title of the book, there'll be big letters and small letters. You don't know how to connect it, ma'am. That's why can we use some colon or use our own punctuation to show the.
You don't need to do that. You just need to refer that book through
Yeah, but
website. You go
not
to
better.
Amazon or you'll get the whole credential
Okay.
for the book. Just
Okay.
save it in Zotero. You don't need to type in anything. Now you forget typing. You forget everything. और कुछ minor इधर उधर का रहेगा ना, then you can do. See how I used to work in my Zotero. Like, see here, if I am adding something, then see, I can, on right hand side, there are few indicators. So there you can change that and then you can references again. See here,
ma'am,
some
screen is not
minor.
visible. Are you sharing the
Okay.
screen,
I
ma'am?
am sorry.
Yes,
I'm sorry.
it's
I
okay, ma'am.
actually forgot that I stopped sharing recording. Suppose you are in Zotero pen and here I want to change it to journal article. I could do that. See, some website references there like this British tax in India. It is coming as website, whereas it is YouTube video. So I can change this thing as video recording. Okay. And automatically the other things will get changed. Okay. over here. Suppose I don't want this 66 in my, so minor changes you need to check out, but other things are coming very properly, like the time at which you have access, the year or other things. They are very perfect when you are using Zotero. It is a standard software. So here suppose you want to add something is not adding. So here you can manually add reference in the Zotero. Okay. How it is happening, you just need to simply say add new. So it will get added.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Yes, add file or add. So here are the thing, add file. So here you can add all PDFs. The fourth option is for notes, adding notes. Here I can add book. See, here I can add book. Here I can add book section. So like that you can add manual also, you can add references in Zotero. It is not like only through websites you need to add. आपका कुछ पीडीएफ रहेगा रेडीमेड तो इधर आप अपलोड करो इसको, ये थर्ड वाला ऑप्शन क्लिक करके ऐड फाइल करके। सो उसका बिब्लियोग्राफी ऑटोमेटिकली आएगा, मोस्ट ऑफ इट का नहीं आ रहा है तो आपको ऐसे वो उसके साथ टाइप करना।
Ma'am, one last doubt. It's not about Zotero. Supposing you're looking for some facts and somewhere you find all well arranged, something which is distributed in other books, and somebody compiles it. It's something common knowledge, but still well compiled. Do we have to cite that?
Means compiled book, you are saying?
Not compiled set of facts. Something which is distributed in other books.
Yes, it is a type of reference source, which you have referred. So you need to cite that. It depends on subjects. Suppose you are doing research in history, then even diaries are sources. So if you have referred to diaries of some persons for your historical research, you need to cite that.
What I'm trying to say is, it is not the author's own idea, but compiled by that author. Can we take it directly or should we again compile?
Yes, compilations we are taking.
Okay.
Yes, we are taking it as a source.
We have to acknowledge that.
Yes, each and everything which is not yours, you need to acknowledge at this moment. Even videos, even audios.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. Very impactful
I
session.
don't know whether
I
could deliver
believe
it because it is very technical subject. See, first thing is installation part is technical, and other thing is this adding part is also very, very technical. And at first place you may find it difficult, but it is very, very easy to use.
yes, ma'am. But yes, ma'am, and you made the justice to it. Actually, I would like to inform you that we were supposed to conclude this session by 8:30, but it is almost 9:10. It shows the ma'am dedication towards the sharing knowledge with all of us. Thank you so much, ma'am, for giving us the extra time and extra knowledge and sharing your wisdom with us, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, can you please stop sharing the screen
Yes,
so we can have a group photograph?
Yes.
I would like to request all the participants to kindly turn on their videos so we can have a nice group photograph. Okay, waiting for a few more to turn on their cameras. Yes, thank you so much, everyone. As we conclude to this enriching faculty development program, it is my privilege to deliver the vote of thanks. First and foremost, I would like to extend my sincere gratitude to Dr. Neelam Chavan ma'am for her insightful and practical session on Zotero and citation management. Her clear explanation, hands-on demonstration, and guidance on the organizing references and managing citations have equipped us with a valuable tool that will surely enhance the quality of our research work. We are thankful for your time and expertise that you have shared with us, ma'am, today.